To the straight, we go a mile in the second. They're set to run. Elder Jerome's your favourite. Green lights up, they're racing. Elder Jerome began well. I'm Supersonic was being driven inside it and getting off the arm hard as Mr. JC, and there's a couple across the track here. It's I'm Supersonic trying to hold Mr. JC and does so. Third driving up on the pegs is So Cool Harry, Elder Jerome, and then came getting a nice cart through the pack there. Mac the Fin into a prominent posse. Further back in the race then as Ardle McCardle stuck three deep as in Massachusetts saves ground the inner. Further back to He's a Roo Star, Ronald George, and then came well back in the race. I've Got a Life together with our major mark, and settling back towards the back end of the field now is Marty Monkhauser, and drifting all the way back to the tail of the field after being stuck out wide. Ardle McCardle 27-4 first quarter, 1,000 to go. I'm Supersonic led. Second parked a half away is Mr. JC, and So Cool Harry enjoys a nice smother up in behind the tempo. One out, one back is the favourite Elder Jerome, having a gun run from three markers in Massachusetts fifth. Further back then to Mac the Fin, and then Ronald George, followed by He's a Roo Star. I've Got a Life well back as our major mark together with Ardle McCardle, and Marty Monkhauser whips them in. There'd be about 10 or 12 lengths top end to tail. 28-8 for the second quarter, 56-2 for the half, and it's I'm Supersonic the leader. Leads three parts. In second spot, sitting outside it and trying it hard to get on terms, Mr. JC, and then came So Cool Harry. Elder Jerome's had the gun run, about to be brought into the action, but is immediately put under some pressure. And then Mac the Fin coming up 4 wide, 5 wide. He's a Roo Star, and the deepest is I've Got a Life in Massachusetts. Behind them they straighten up. 28 third quarter, I'm Supersonic, Mr. JC. Elder Jerome's coming on with Mac the Fin, and further out as He's a Roo Star. Any number of winning chances. Ronald George is probing for a run. Elder Jerome hit the lead. A wall chasing. I've Got a Life right off the track. Our major marks flooding home. I've Got a Life hit the lead close to home. Grips on. I've Got a Life. I've Got a Life has beaten our major mark, and I think flashing home for third was Marty Monkhauser. They've all come from the back there with the speed on early, and fourth there was a wall, including Elder Jerome, Ronald George, Mr. JC in Massachusetts. They were followed further back in the run then by He's a Roo Star, I'm Supersonic knocked up, and then came So Cool Harry, Mac the Fin, and Ardle McCardle near the rear. 28-4 last quarter. They've clocked 152 and 5, and coming with a barnstormer, I've Got a Life will get it.